What is up there, you guys? It's your man Joe. So today, I was just being in my thoughts and stuff like that. Recently, I've just been thinking about the men going your own way or MGTOW, and I can say even though I have some agreements and some of them I don't agree with, but and I'm glad that a lot of guys are sharing their experiences dealing with women and and etc. The issue that I have um, is that the whole notion of getting a passport and leaving America. Now, I have my own reasons to do that as well, but the whole notion of leaving America because women are crazy or the women are crazy or and the government panders to women, to me it kind of sounds far-fetched. Now, not to say that I don't agree, because the way that how America treats their own men, I can see why. But I think, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with getting a passport and leaving America, which is great, which is fine. The issue is that none of the guys or the men have thought about, like, maybe, just maybe, we need to override the American system a little bit to have, maybe not cater to men, but just make it more equal in a sense. Um, Maybe not equal, but just make it more, not equal, but fair. Fair. So yeah. And the reason why I think that men, there's nothing, and I say this again, there's nothing wrong getting a passport and leaving America. But I just feel like now that we have this information, now there's a bunch of guys that are sharing their experiences about the court system and certain women in the world. And when we tell men to, get a passport and leave America, then what? Like, what then? Now that even though you're probably living in a beautiful place, a lot more better than living in America, is it's almost kind of like, huh? When do we get to the point that even though like, I'm sorry, I'm just all over the place right now. When do we get to where's the attack plan? I guess you can say. What I mean is that what do we? Okay, now that we can't regroup and start to rethink things and stuff like that. When is the attack plan? Because to be quite honestly, I don't trust, even though I don't trust people in general, but leaving our women by themselves, especially with this sort of power, is kind of dangerous. So my best bet is that maybe, just maybe, that we should not overthrow the government. No, not overthrow the government, but replace the people that is in the government making all these laws, and so on and so forth, because they're not helping us as men. So when do we get to the attack mode? That's what I just really been thinking. And I know some of y'all might be saying, "Well, Joe, maybe you should become a men's rights activist." No, men's rights are trying to shake hands with feminism and agreeing with the feminist ideology. I'm not for that. I'm really not. Um, I think, yeah, pretty much, because feminism is not a law, but it is an ideology. Just like it was one time in my life where I wanted to go to Japan because I heard many good things about it, and I guess it's because of anime and stuff like that. When there was this one documentary that it was a very long time ago, but when a documentary was about a Japanese woman that was having a child by herself and given the whole ideology of the single independent woman. And I was like, no, no, you don't want to do this. So even if I would have got a passport and moved to another country that's, that's very much patriarchal and stuff like that, you don't know if one day, if that whole nation would turn 180 and become like a feminist country. So I believe at some point men gonna have to have an attack plan about this now. Now that we kind of regrouped and stuff, I think, okay, how can we do this? How can we, do this and do that and make it more fair for us? Because we got to keep in mind, we can't leave our women with this sort of power in America forever. We know we have to do this. You know we have to do this. So I don't know how, even if I would have started, I don't know where to go. So please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what you guys think. It's your man, Joe.